Go.
Hi YouTube. This is a quick, I can say review. It's not really. This car's been out a long time, but this is my 9-year-old son Max's first RC car. Well, first hobby grade RC car. He's had lots of little toy ones, but this is the first decent one we've had for him. We bought it off eBay, an eBay bargain, £40, including the battery, and it's obviously a Tamiya Hornet. It's a re-release. It's not the original. For those of you who know the Hornet quite well, you'll notice it's not got the spoiler on. It didn't have the spoiler when we bought it. We will get one for it at some point. You'll also notice the aerial. That's because the car is running 27 megahertz. We've not put it to 2.4 gig. There's no really need to. So obviously this car came with the stick controller, which my 9-year-old Max prefers to the wheel type. That's how the car came. That's how it arrived. It does need some new rear tyres because they're getting quite bald, as you can see. I'll just take the body off the car. The first thing when we bought it off eBay, the first thing I did, I noticed it didn't have metal bearings in it, so I bought metal bearings for it, which obviously gives you a bit more speed but more run time. And it had the standard silver can motor in it, and again, like the drift car we've mentioned in another video, we've replaced it with a HPI Saturn 20 turn motor. So it's quite a lot quicker, and it's a lot of fun actually. It's quite bouncy, but that's what the Hornet was like. It's quite a bouncy car to drive. We only run this on NIM batteries. We've got a couple. It came with one, but it didn't actually work. So we've got a NIM battery for it, well, 2 NIMs. And it runs, you know, we've got an 1800 one there which we use for it, and also a 14.
That was from my car.
That was actually from the Banzai drift car that we got. A great little car, very strong for what it is. We've only actually broke one thing, which was a body mount, which I managed to get the parts tree off eBay, I think for that £6, delivered. The car has been faultless. We've had it on little ramps, we've had it bouncing about all over the place, and no breakages. If you're looking for your first little buggy, you don't want anything that's particularly fast and uncontrollable. You want something that's quite tough, but also fun, because if it's not fun, then there's not a lot of point in playing with it. So we've lost a body clip off here, but
you always losing body clips.
We're always losing body clips. That's just the way it is. But Tamiya Hornet, it's a classic car. It's been out since the 80s. Everybody knows the Hornet. Most people have owned a Hornet, and there's still as much fun now as there were back then. Good, fun, tough little car. Hit the curbs with it. The bumpers are quite flexible. You can roll it over. It's just a lot of fun, and you can pick them up £40–50 on eBay for a second-hand one. They're about £100, I think, to buy a new one. But like I say, as an entry-level buggy, they're great. Obviously Max has, with this car, got used to driving it now, and he's quite good with an RC car. When we got this, he didn't really know how to control one, and now he does. So we'll be upgrading this car, but this is a keeper, because it reminds me of when I were a kid, years and years ago in the 70s, when I were playing with these things. So it's great to have a bit of nostalgia. I think Max wants to have a quick word about it. So if you want to sit there, Max, anything you need to say, you can.
Over to the special guest.
I'm going to lot of these videos. Okay, I like the Hornet because it's a controller. Where's it gone?
The controller's there.
It's a stick controller, and as my dad said,
hold it up, that's it.
They're really they're quite easy for me to use. One thing that I don't like is these switches at the bottom, because it's always switching. So like when I go forward, it turns into reverse sometimes. Backwards is forward sometimes. It's very annoying sometimes. Yeah, it's a great first car to start off with. If you're not very good at RC cars, then I wouldn't really recommend this sort of thing. Wheels are hard to use. And that's basically it.
That's basically it. Thank you very much for watching. As usual, comment and like. We'll speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.
Peace out.